Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. A tragic aviation accident occurred in Tomblain, France, on Sunday when a skydiving plane crashed shortly after takeoff from the Nancy Essy airfield. According to NBC News, all 11 people on board were killed, including the pilot, 5 skydiving instructors, and 5 novice jumpers. Local officials, including Interior Minister Laurent Nunez, reported that the single-engine Pilatus PC-6 plane banked to the left shortly after departure and fell almost vertically, narrowly missing a populated residential area. Witnesses described hearing the engine stop before the aircraft hit the ground. Transport Minister Philippe Tabarot noted that this is the most significant skydiving-related aviation disaster in France in approximately 3 decades. Emergency response teams arrived at the scene immediately, and the Paris prosecutor's office has launched an official investigation into the cause of the crash. The event has left the victims' families, many of whom witnessed the crash, in a state of profound shock and trauma, with officials currently providing psychological support to those affected. According to a report from Xinhua, a deadly shooting occurred on Sunday night at a World Cup fan zone in San Jose, California. San Jose police confirmed that the incident resulted in 1 fatality and left another individual hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. Law enforcement authorities have initiated an investigation into the shooting, currently treating the case as a homicide. While the area serves as a designated venue for screening World Cup matches, police noted that no games were being broadcast at the time of the attack, as the day's tournament activities had concluded earlier in the afternoon. Local authorities are actively gathering evidence as they work to identify the circumstances surrounding the violence. Comcast has announced a major strategic pivot, revealing plans to split into 2 separate publicly traded companies. According to CBS News, the company intends to spin off its media and entertainment assets, including NBCUniversal and Sky, into a new standalone entity. Meanwhile, Comcast will retain its core broadband, wireless, and business-focused communication units under its current name. The company stated that the tax-free separation is designed to provide each business with greater strategic flexibility, allowing them to better invest in growth and drive shareholder value. NBCUniversal's portfolio, including its film and television studios, networks, and theme parks, is expected to benefit from increased agility in the competitive media landscape. Analysts noted that the move addresses long-standing concerns regarding the outlook for traditional cable and broadband businesses. Comcast co-CEO Mike Cavanagh is set to lead the new NBCUniversal, while Michael Angelakis will take the helm at Comcast. The leadership transition and the separation process are projected to be finalized within approximately 12 months, with Comcast maintaining a 19.9% stake in the newly formed media company. According to a report by UPI, the South Korean government has unveiled an ambitious industrial strategy to develop a new semiconductor production base in the country's southwestern region. The project will be driven by 800 trillion won, equivalent to approximately $517.9 billion in corporate investments, primarily from industry giants Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix. Industry Minister Kim Young-kwon announced that this massive initiative will establish 4 memory chip fabrication plants in the Gwangju and Jeolla regions to meet surging global demand and overcome resource constraints in the Seoul metropolitan area. The plan represents one of 3 mega projects targeting national growth in semiconductors, physical artificial intelligence, and AI data centers. To support this ecosystem, the government has pledged to streamline permit processes and bring forward construction timelines by up to 12 years. Additionally, the Science Ministry plans to invest heavily in expanding AI data center infrastructure and developing advanced robotics, South Korea aims to secure a dominant position in the global AI era by bolstering its domestic supply chains and raising its share of the humanoid robot market to 20%. According to a report by Lianhe Zhaobao, the Japanese startup Pormetex has announced plans to conduct the nation's first clinical trial involving the transplantation of a genetically modified pig kidney into a human. The project, which targets a launch date of 2028, aims to provide a new therapeutic option for patients suffering from severe kidney failure and to address the chronic global shortage of organ donors. The trial is scheduled to take place at Hokkaido University Hospital and Shonan Kamakura General Hospital. To ensure safety and efficacy, the company is breeding pigs with 69 genetic modifications to minimize the risk of organ rejection and prevent the transmission of porcine viruses to humans. This research follows similar experimental studies already underway in the United States and China. Pormetech hopes that this initiative will lead to conditional, time-limited government approval for the procedure, ultimately integrating xenotransplantation into standard medical practice. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.